Three, two, one. Hey, internet friends, this is me, Brother G, here in friendly Fridley, Anoka County, and the World Nurse Center. Oh, we're having trouble streaming to Facebook. It just said we're having trouble streaming to Facebook. Facebook's having a challenge. It's not bandwidth. But I guess that can be understandable. So I'm not sure if this is live right now because it says we're having problems on Facebook. Maybe I'll have to reconnect or something, but it is live on YouTube, which is a Google property or Alphabet property, and LinkedIn. So I just got a notification that says I am live on YouTube. I got that on my phone. So today I want to talk about 3 different things and see if I can remember what they are. Oh, I'll tell you what they are. They are magicians is one. Number 2 is being self-employed. And number 3 is real estate agents. That's a glamorous industry. Should we start with that? Should we start with real estate agents? I'm not sure. Let me do that. I think it's in that order. Real estate, self-employed, magicians. We'll go in that order. So real estate agents, it's a glamorous industry at first. You see the big numbers and you think you're just going to run around showing people houses and they're going to buy them and people are going to sell them and you're going to earn commissions. And the big numbers are appealing until you find out what's really happening is there's different people taking different pieces of the pie. But it can be a very lucrative business when you maybe break out of agent and go into brokerage, or maybe if you're just an investor. I've never wanted to do that myself. It seems like it's high risk, but there is big reward. But I've never really wanted to be a real estate agent because you have to be everywhere at the same time. You have to be out there showing yourself. But because of the internet, you do have the ability to get yourself out there in your community. And that's what I wanted to share with some of the real estate agents. So if you are a real estate agent, or if you know of a real estate agent that would like help becoming a celebrity in their local community, we can work together and put that in place. There's multiple ways of doing it by using social media, and I think that video is one of the best. I know that some people walk around to different properties and showcase them. Sometimes they actually go inside of the homes and things. But there's other ways to do it as well. Getting off this internet thing and getting into real life is, I think, a quantum leap over a lot of these different things. It just helps to get in front of real people because the reality is a lot of these people that have, 10,000 views or they went viral or whatever, all that stuff. Do they really know who these people are? And are they really people with all the AI that's going on? You don't know if these people are people or if they're just like sentinels, like in, what was that? The Matrix, I think. They might just be cruising around clicking on stuff and it makes it look like you've gone viral when in reality it wasn't. And be honest, how long will you stay on this video watching me before something distracts you and you go off to somewhere else? Maybe you'll come back to it. Maybe you'll click a like on it and you'll get a replay of it or something. Or maybe you and I will grab a coffee somewhere over at the Clapping Monkey or the Caribou, or we'll go down to Spy House or over to Brew House in New Brighton or your favorite coffee cafe. And we'll come up with some cool ideas. But that's the thing with the internet is you don't know what's really out there. I got a love-hate relationship with the internet. I think that we spend a lot of time online all by ourselves, thinking that we're talking to other people, and really we're just maybe texting back and forth, and people might comment here and there. But the relationship isn't deep when you're doing this online stuff. I've got people that I've known for a long, long, long time, but they don't have time. Do the quotes, do the little air quotes all the time. They don't have the time to get together and have a coffee and talk about stuff. Back in the day, we used to have more free time, it seemed like. And now it's just like, I'm so busy, I'm so busy, I'm so busy. And now you got this new AI thing that's going to save you a lot of time, you think. And it's actually going to consume most of your time because you're going to be busy answering other people's things. Sometimes you need to just turn this stuff off and do your own deal and then go for a walk around the lake. Sad but true. That's the way it kind of is. So that's the story about real estate agents. If you are a real estate agent, or if you know of a real estate agent that would like some help with their marketing, I've got some software and stuff that automates things and puts things more in the physical world rather than the internet world. So we can have a conversation about that. Okay. Now let's talk about magicians. If you are a magician, whether you're local to the Twin Cities or if you are somewhere else in the United States, and or maybe somewhere else in the country, but I prefer that you speak English so we can converse, because I don't speak any other languages other than English, and barely English, as you can tell, for cripe's sakes. So if you are a magician and want to come on my show and share something about the markets that you're trying to reach, we can work together to put yourself into that market, whether it be corporate. And on corporate, there might be things that are employee related, and there might be things that are marketing client related in the corporate realm. Then there's associations. If you want to work at conferences and conventions and do keynote presentations at conventions with the associations. You would not believe how many associations there are that are still doing conventions and conferences. They're not doing them the way they used to, but they're still doing them. Still doing them. You can go into any hotel and look at their little daily roster of events happening, and there's Best Buy and General Mills and Pillsbury and 3M and Medtronic and Cargill, and everybody's doing all these little events, whether they be large or small, in the ballroom, big one in the ballroom, or maybe something in a smaller conference room. These hotels, they are still booking things, but there's a lot of places that are doing this differently now. They'll go to a brew pub and there's a back room, and they'll use the back room of the brewery. It's not all hotels anymore. So if you're a magician that wants to get into the corporate world, or maybe the associations, or maybe you want to do weddings, there's ways to get in front of about-to-be brides, or networking with wedding planners, so you'll be top of mind with them if they want to suggest that you do magic at the reception for a wedding. There's ways of connecting with those people that are active in that wedding industry. Then there's the area of fairs, festivals, city celebrations. I'm on the committee for Fridley 49ers Days, and we had a magician there. It was me and Paul Cook. So we had a couple magicians there. But I know just by watching Facebook that some of the local colleagues, Kevin Hall's doing a lot of festivals and things right now. So if you want to work the fairs, the Renaissance Festival, Penn and Teller are coming back. Penn and Teller got their start here in Minnesota at the Ren Fest, when Penn was doing more juggling. And I don't know if you even know Penn and Teller, maybe not. Fairs, festivals, city celebrations. Then there's the nonprofit sector, which I'm working in now, of using entertainment, using magic as a method of communication to promote a cause. Maybe there's something like I'm working with a guy right now that has a martial arts school where he teaches kids classes, and it's on a donation basis, and he helps them find scholarships where corporate people will sponsor this person into the program, so it isn't a financial burden on the family. And we do that with blending some marketing for these businesses, these sponsors. And then he's got his donation element of it, because he's a registered nonprofit organization. So the nonprofit sector is huge. My friend Karen Sorbo, that does auctioneer work, she does a lot of stuff out of the state. She lives here in the Twin Cities, but she does a lot of work outside of the Twin Cities. And that's nonprofit work as an auctioneer. But I think magic is a great thing to have at those kind of things, because you can walk around through the crowd, you can interact with people, you can get up on the stage and make announcements and door prize. You can double up as being the MC of the event and helping them orchestrate the event, in addition to doing a little presentation for everybody. So that's the magician end of things. And then there's private parties. If you want to work private parties, that's actually my favorite. Family gatherings, family and friends, over at someone's house in the living room. That's one of my favorite places to work. It's not big numbers of people, but it can still be a good niche for the magicians. So now there's the self-employed people I wanted to talk to. I'm self-employed. I've pretty much always been self-employed. I did have a business with a partner, which was kind of more of a business than a self-employment, even though we were owners operators. But being self-employed, it can provide you with a lot of free time freedom to do what you want, where you want, when you want, especially if you can structure it up so that things are working automagically, bringing the magic back into it. If you can work things using the internet and using automated campaigns and things, and there's multiple things that can become automated, triggered by date or triggered by holiday or triggered by when the sun comes out or when the sun sets or when the sun rises or when the clouds cover the sun, when it's raining, when it's cloudy. You can have things that are triggered by the weather, and that automates it so that you don't have to be on your computer posting all the time to stay top of mind. So self-employment can be, I think it's a wonderful thing. It's a little bit stressful sometimes because you don't know where your next dollar is coming from. You have to go out and find it. But when you can automate things and set things up for passive and recurring income, then it's you got a lot more free time. And that's what I'm focused on. That's what I'm striving for. I'm semi-retired, but I'll never retire. I'm going to keep doing something until I can't. And the things that I'm focusing are passive, recurring, and scalable income. I want it passive so that I can go out and play and still be earning money when the internet's pushing stuff around. And I want it recurring so it happens month after month after month to cover my monthly bills month after month after month. I don't have a lot of bills, but still they come in monthly. So I want it to come in monthly so that I can monitor what's going on and I can be assured that I'm going to be able to pay off this house and maybe get another car or go on a trip. I want recurring stuff coming in. And then scalability, the ability to turn up the volume, so to speak, so that if you need to make some extra money all of a sudden because, inflation, or we're going to have to put a new roof on, I should turn it up and scale it up and see if we can get that roof fixed. I'm doing that right now for my driveway. I need to get a driveway replaced. So let's see. I think that's where we're at. Self-employment, passive, recurring, scaling income. But if you're interested in collaborating on the self-employment thing, I would love to get together with you. If you know somebody, send them my way. Or if you want to become self-employed, or if you want to do it as a side hustle thing, there's that possibility too. So I live in the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul, specifically in a place called Fridley, which is also known as Friendly Fridley, especially here on the east side. So that's all I've got for you today. We've gone for 13 minutes and 28 seconds. I appreciate you taking the time. The live stream that cut out a couple times, I could see it going off and on. Hey, Bob Fellows, how you doing? I see that Bob Fellows is watching. Appreciate you tuning in. So the Facebook thing on the phone here has been kind of coming in, going out. On the live stream, I'm not sure. I guess I'll watch the replay. So that's all I've got for you today. I appreciate you taking the time to be here at, I call it Synergy Cafe. Whoops, Synergy Cafe. And my coaster was stuck to the cup there. Synergy Cafe. And it's also called The Magic Brad Show. Look, all the swag I've got. I got matching coaster for this too. See, matching coaster, Magic Brad Show. And I've even got a business card holder. Ta-da. All righty then. I appreciate you taking the time. Be well, be good, be safe. Take care. See ya. Bye. Wow.